Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Mario RPG Wednesdays.
There's a little whistle in there.
Did I tell you guys? I was just telling you guys about that, right? Me and Kelly do a thing where we say whoops, but we whistle.
Yes.
Whoops.
Alright, so we're fighting Mallow right now. This
You're very proud of that.
cat monster thing.
So funny.
As all the cars in the world decide to drive by your house.
Well, it's either that or Dexter. We're gonna decide.
Dexter, I hope Dexter is fine.
Wait, we have to decide between the cars or Dexter?
Yes, we have to decide.
I think it's just leaving the door open because we don't want to die of heat stroke.
Yeah.
So anyways, welcome to Wednesday. Did you guys, yeah.
Yeah.
So Alex, maybe you can tell something about Mallow.
Yeah, so Mallow, because we didn't really talk about him last time. It is...
It's a tiger head with a tongue.
It is possibly... a reference in his name to Barrow, which is Japanese like colloquialism that means tongue. But that doesn't really explain.
Did you just eat him?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
It doesn't really explain why he is a four-eyed cat. You know? Which is a little disappointing.
Seems like it needs some explanation there.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, you know, later we see a little bit more about Mallow.
Yeah, a little bit more, but not too much more.
And so, no, isn't there a whole temple?
Yeah, I guess, but it's not really, like a background of who he is. It's more of like, oh, welcome to his temple. There's just statues of him everywhere. Stick for a body, head full of straw, give me a scarecrow, rah, rah, rah. Oh, no!
Scrofunk?
What is this?
Mario's now a scarecrow.
What?
Which is not good because I have no more MP. So he's basically useless.
So it's just silence?
Oh, maybe I can HP rain out of this. Let's see. Yeah.
No, it's the opposite of silence. Because silence would be for magic, right?
Silence means you can't use magic.
It didn't
Right.
kill him.
But he could use magic, right? He just can't attack physically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it's the opposite.
And he also can't use items too, so we're basically stuck. I gotta defend until Mallow gets back.
Where did he go?
Oh, here we go. He's inside of Mallow. Mallow eats him, and then, like... Yes! I love timed hits, baby.
What a, like, fun thing, because you don't have to use it.
Uh-huh.
That's why I like it.
That was scary.
You know what I mean?
What, timed hits?
Yeah. Like...
Sleep sauce?
There's also a Chinese myth.
Nice.
About four-eyed cats, but I don't even... I'm not even sure, like, what exactly the myth is. You know? But yeah. I was just saying I like the battle system just because, there's ways to stay interested in it and like do better with it, even though it's not.
But you can zone out if you want.
Yeah, like if you just want to like fight like a normal
attack.
RPG, yeah. It's not. Because it's not timed.
Again.
We're in trouble.
Rats. Both scarecrows?
Yep. Well,
again. How ridiculous.
Alright, here we go. We're back now. Let's use a mushroom on Mario here to keep him alive. Now there is now they say it's chance based, but there is this whole thing about getting a freebie with items. It's like it's almost like a timed hit, but one in the comments will probably disagree with me. If you press X at the right time every now and then, which is basically just luck, you might get another use of an item. So, like, you know, I got a freebie of a mushroom, which means the mushroom I used was basically refunded to me.
Nice.
Interesting.
Now, does it say this stuff in the manual?
About the timed hits
all
and
that stuff?
I think they teach
to
it
a certain degree. I think it does.
I think they teach it to you like through the game, right?
Oh, they do? Okay. I didn't know if it was like unspoken rules.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure.
So, Gerard.
Yeah.
What's a game that ramps up the difficulty unnecessarily?
Yeah, stupid hard ending.
Stupid hard ending.
It's like a brick wall of a. Oh man, that's so.
You just
tough.
like you play through the whole game, and then the last boss, you're like, holy crap!
Cave Story?
Cave Story, yeah.
Cave Story.
The Sanctuary?
The Sanctuary. That's
Dude.
probably the most recent game I played where it blew my mind. It's literally like hitting a
whole
brick
game
wall.
takes 5 hours, and then that is just a pain.
Yeah.
And I had to speedrun that game multiple times because I needed to get all the different endings without messing it up.
Yeah.
By the time I was done, I got to the point where I was beating the game in less than 2 hours. Like I was in good shape.
Whoa.
But the Sanctuary level just got messed up. Alright, so this is the Midas River, I believe. I think it's Midas. Yeah.
The Euphrates?
This is a mini game where you can collect coins. The more coins you get, actually you can turn them into frog coins. So later on, this becomes a great farming utility to get a lot of frog coins.
What is this?
It's like a weird ride.
Have you ever been to Disneyland's Splash Mountain? This is basically what it is.
That's what it's like a reference to, you think?
I don't think so, but it definitely feels... I mean, look, we're going down a mountain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, creepy.
You bounce off the thing, just like it.
It's creepy. I'm just saying.
Creepy?
Yeah,
it's weird.
Look. Look at that.
It's certainly bizarre.
Listen to that music.
Timing's right.
What's the music supposed to be?
It seems very...
No, what is it? It's,
Da-da-da-da.
No, I'm talking about Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. My, oh my, what a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day.
Yeah.
That song won multiple Grammys.
Weird.
Multiple Grammys.
Da-da-da-da.
It's funny, Zan...
Songs of the South.
Zan
You ever
and
watched
I-
that movie?
Yeah.
It is. I didn't think it was too racist until I got to one specific moment.
It's not like hatefully racist.
It's not hatefully racist, but you get to the tar baby that's in it, and it's like,
I know.
oh,
It's. I mean, it is.
Wow.
All
right,
right.
okay.
It shouldn't be shown, but I don't think it reflects the racism in the movie. Does not reflect on the quality of the movie. Let's say.
yeah.
It's not like a bad movie. It's just unfortunately
Racist.
made in a time when people were stupider.
Yeah. More Demerer.
Yeah. So what's going on here?
So we're still going down the Midas River. We're not going down the waterfall part, but it's still a mini game. We can collect some coins.
So repetitive.
In Japanese, the Midas River is named the Bank of Wine River. But in this, it's a reference to Midas, the king, who can touch anything he wants and turn into gold. Probably because there's so many gold coins.
The Midas touch.
Probably because there's so many gold coins along the river. Right?
What is it? The man with the Midas touch.
A spider's touch, such a cold finger.
No!
That's good.
I did pretty well for this being a long time since I've done this. What's that? You got 58 coins. Trade the coins you got for frog coins. First time bonus. Alrighty. Oh, okay. What a jerk. But alright, we got a new weapon for Mario, the Knock Knock Shell.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Shell.
That went exactly where I wanted it to go. There was nowhere else that should have gone.
WinRAR.
Can you tell us? Yes, I know.
Why?
Whenever I stream games, people tell me to name my characters WinRAR, like Gurg, Snitches, things like that.
WinRAR.
This is where we this is now Tadpole Pond,
Tadpole action.
where we can go ahead and kind of learn more about the frogs and how the waterways work and information and things like that. All the tadpoles look to Mario like he's some kind of icon because he can jump. So they're all talking about, they say he can jump better than a frog, but can he really? And now, when I was a kid, I didn't know this, but I thought I froze the game. They just want you to jump. That's them clapping.
Frog Fuchsius.
That's the name of his grandpa, Frog Fuchsius.
So, you guys know who Frog Fuchsius is?
Confucius.
Yeah, the Chinese philosopher reduced to
A frog.
a persnickety frog.
Yeah. And
The
even
persnickety
look,
frog. I think I ate at that restaurant
and
up
even
in
look at his,
downtown.
look
Yeah,
at him.
up and downtown.
That hat and the beard.
Dude, he looks like Confucius.
That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah. He's being held by a
Lakitu.
Lakitu,
a
yeah.
Lakitu.
Slowly lowered.
Oh,
Why did you freak out to water, man? You live in it. Full reverse. Meow, meow, meow.
so the knock knock shell that you got is basically just the green shell for Mario.
Yep.
Koopa shell.
But why is it called Knock Knock?
Who's there?
Batman.
Batman who?
Batman in the new Superman movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Comic
thing.
Con, you guys. That happened.
Yep, I didn't get to go.
I am. I feel like I get too tired at conventions.
Dude, we
It's
had...
kind of... I feel like of all the conventions that have turned into something that it wasn't supposed to be, it's Comic-Con.
Yeah, that is the one.
Because, and like, I've noticed it for years, but this year, I turned on the TV and it was on MTV, and they're like, MTV's Comic-Con coverage. I'm like, okay, now that just doesn't make sense.
It's because it's become.
Now it's cool.
Well, it's just because movies about superheroes are such a huge thing that now anything like fantasy or sci-fi or whatever is there.
And the people who used to beat me up in high school are now dressing up
Yeah,
and going to Comic-Con.
I'm okay with that.
Or the people who would make fun of you for going to Comic-Con
Yeah.
are now going to Comic-Con.
Yeah, I'm not so about the like. I would love to be at Comic-Con and see all the things, but there's just so many people,
Yeah.
and like you can just forget about Hall H. I mean, kudos to anybody who actually sat through that, but geez, Louise, is that crazy?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to go.
I would love to go and walk around and buy comics, though.
This right here is actually a
And what?
pivotal moment in the game.
Buy comics.
I just want to point out.
Never was a comic book kid.
We're talking about tropes, I think, in
the
Wild
time?
Arms yesterday, I believe.
Always, yeah.
We're talking about
Fake.
fake identity crises. Right here we have Frog Fuchsius telling Mallow that he's not a tadpole. And everyone obviously freaking out to this.
Say what?
But
Oh my
the
God.
reality is, we can tell because...
He's Moses.
Yeah, apparently.
What?
He's Moses.
Who is?
Put him in a basket and sent
Mallow?
him down the
Found him
river.
in a basket on the river.
Yeah. Little bundle of puff took him to raise him as my own grandchild.
Bundle of
Powerful magic. More than a piece of fluff. Surely someone said far from land. And notice when he starts crying, what happens? Oh. He stops it. No crying.
There's no crying in baseball.
There's no crying in baseball.
Mario. Oh yeah. Sure to come in handy in adventure. Take him along, won't you? Now, here we go. Things are good. Settled. You must embark on your adventure immediately. First, go to Rose Town where they need your help.
What a weird conversation.
When I was a kid, I left this place, never to return, because there's no point coming back here after this, essentially. But it was always sad. I didn't know why. The reason why is because we haven't given him the cricket pie that we fought so hard against the croc to get the coin.
Yeah.
So you talk to him.
Maybe
Snack will cheer me up. Suddenly the music's returned. I've forgotten all about it. Cricket pie for something. Ah, I know. The staff I used when I was Mallow's age. So I went through the first third of the game hating Mallow because I had no weapon for him.
Yeah.
Now we have a weapon for him.
He's great. Him and Gino are both great.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody. Did we meet him yet? No.
We're about to right now.
Yeah. Dude, what is the word on getting one of these dudes in Smash Bros? Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen, right?
Yeah, Square, they got the licensing, I think, on those characters.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. They're original characters.
Right.
Yeah, they're not really in anything else. Or even mentioned.
But like when I make a game for Nintendo, I don't get to keep new Mario characters that I add.
What game did you make for Nintendo?
I made Super Mario 2.
Oh, is you, dude?
Yeah, that was all
Why
me.
didn't you tell me?
So you're Mr. Doki. Wait, are you Doki or are you Doki?
I'm Doki Panic.
So just one Doki.
Yeah.
You're a low-key Doki?
Low-key Doki. Oh god, I hate everything about how perfectly it meshes with a Comic-Con conversation. What is this thing called?
Which?
No,
Star Slap.
Star Slap. Incredible.
I like how I'm doing pretty decent damage and still not killing these guys. This is why I love Mario RPG so much, is the timed hits. Probably my favorite thing about this game.
And it's like colorful and pretty and nice and 3D.
I
It's
can't
just a
help but
great-
get the feeling that there's like some of it can be a bit like hard to play just because it's like the first this perspective platformer and angles and things. Like figuring out exactly.
Okay,
So the Star Slap is interesting because it looks like a superstar, right?
Yeah.
But it's like a starfish. So that's like the first time you ever see like any sort of thing about superstars being starfish.
So I want to talk about this just because this was a video I saw recently and I was very upset, only because of the context of what was going on. So SourceFed's one of my favorite YouTube channels on the planet. I love Philly D. I love what he's doing with his SourceFed crew. Like, I feel like Steve Zaragoza is a blend of you and me put together, and you know, on a better, funnier scale than us.
I saw him at E3.
Yeah, I wish I did. I would have loved to have met him. But so the first day they just launched a new channel about a month and a half ago, almost 2 months ago, called SourceFed Nerd, which essentially is like Geek and Sundry, but with a SourceFed crew.
Yeah.
And they did, and Meg, the cosplay lady, is it Meg Turner, I think? No, that's not right. And maybe it is. She did top 10 Super Nintendo games, right? Mario RPG was, I think, 7th or 8th on her list, and I didn't mind its ranking, but what I did mind was the last sentence that she said in the video, or in that section, and what she said was that Mario RPG has not held up well since it's come out. And I was just kind of baffled because, look at this. This is fantastic. This has aged pretty well for what it is.
It doesn't look great.
What do you mean it doesn't look great?
It's a little rough around the edges. Like, I mean, look at those patches of grass and like dirt.
Or how you just like run into black.
But it doesn't. But it's not. I wouldn't say that it's not charming and fun to play still. Like, I would still fire this up and play this.
I still think graphically it holds up very nicely.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I mean, sure. Like, you know,
I mean, compared to the other Mario games, like Mario World, Yoshi's Island, this is pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
It's Mario 3D.
Yeah.
On the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I'm just saying, like, that's maybe what she was talking about. I don't think she meant that the game was, you know, bad.
I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. Are you on my side, or do you agree with her? The comment that the game has not aged well.
Yeah, let's see what you think.
I think it's such a weird blend of Final Fantasy and Mario. It's just wacky. And not in a bad way.
Yeah. It's a very unconventional game, especially for this series.
Especially for the timing.
Yeah, but I mean, this was hot off the heels of Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they were making the best games they've ever made around this time. And that's why this game is just so fun. It's very short.
Yeah, I beat it in under 5 hours.
Yeah.
Like, all character party max, every item. I know this game insanely well for what it is. I'm just gonna ignore this stuff just because it's really not that important, and we just want to try and plow through. We're not completing this one because I already did it for the show.
Yeah,
it's just to play through it, to learn about the background and history of it. So interesting stuff right here. This is the first time we've seen Bowser since
the very beginning of the game.
and you can kind of see that he's tried to rescue his, or, you know, reunite his troops for the first time since everything's gone down. Bridge is down. We'll find a way to get back in. Move out on the double. And they move out. And it's great because we're going to encounter a scene later on where his troops have kind of diminished and you kind of see morale disappear as well. So, I think we're going to call it here. Next week when we get back, Rosetown. And why is it so depressing? Look at it.
It's very depressing.
We're going to find out why next week on Super Beer Brothers.
Pudding.
Pudding.